Hey everyone, Evan here. Today we're taking a look at the ASUS ROG Zephyrus laptop with Max-Q design. So what does it mean to have a laptop with Max-Q design? It's a term borrowed from aerospace engineering, describing the point of maximum stress on the airframe of a rocket as it travels through the atmosphere. Everything is engineered around Max-Q as it's the toughest condition that spacefaring vehicles encounter. Similarly, designing a thin and light laptop with the power of a high-end GeForce GPU is all about the engineering challenge of optimizing for the intersection of performance and power efficiency. The ASUS ROG Zephyrus with Max-Q design comes in this sleek-looking box. We open it up, here is the notebook itself, which we're going to set to the side. Included in the box, you get a few extra goodies. One is an Ethernet to USB cable. Another is a screwdriver that gives you access to the bottom panel of the laptop. And it comes with a wrist rest. Because the keyboard is pushed a little bit forward on this particular laptop, it's a comfortable way to keep your wrist supported when you're typing away. Beyond that, we've also got a standard box with some pamphlets and the power supply underneath. So let's talk about the design of the ASUS ROG Zephyrus. First, it's incredibly thin. It's only 17.9 millimeters thick, which is less than half as thick as a previous generation 980 laptop. But thinness is not the only thing that's unique about it. The keyboard, for example, has been pushed forward to make room for a custom cooling solution for the GeForce GTX 1080 inside. ASUS calls this the active aerodynamic system, and there's a couple components to it. First, there's fans in this vented area on the deck of the keyboard. Second, ASUS has created a unique hinge mechanism that gives an additional 6 millimeters opening for better airflow. So ASUS uses their blower-style aereo accelerator fans to pull in air from the deck of the keyboard and the 6 millimeter gap made by the hinge and send that hot air out of 3 vents in the system. It has a 15-inch full HD 120 Hz G-Sync display that looks fantastic and when you're gaming keeps things smooth and tear-free. It also packs an Intel Core i7-7700, the latest Kaby Lake processor, 4 USB 3.1 ports, and an HDMI 2.0 port for 4K output. And incredibly, the whole package weighs less than 5 pounds, making this one of the lightest gaming laptops on the planet. So let's dive into what really matters: performance. We ran a variety of graphically intensive games to see what kind of performance numbers we could get out of such a thin and light laptop. Now, remember this is a full GeForce GTX 1080, so the performance results are surprising for such a thin notebook, but not surprising for a 1080 powered one. Mass Effect Andromeda we ran at 1080p with all the settings cranked to the maximum, and we saw an average of around 80 frames per second, which when combined with the G-Sync display that's in this laptop provided a buttery smooth gaming experience. For those of you concerned about the potential thermal constraints of such a thin and light notebook when you're gaming over many hours, we played Rainbow Six Siege on maximum settings, including HBAO Plus turned on, for roughly 3 hours, and only saw a few frames per second drop from when we started to when we ended. This has been a quick look at the ASUS ROG Zephyrus laptop with Max-Q design, one of the thinnest and most powerful gaming laptops on the planet, and it's available now. Be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below telling us what you think of this new generation of thin, light, and powerful gaming notebooks. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more great GeForce content.